Ladies and gentlemen, a few videos ago, I said that Buffalo Bills suck. And they do suck. So much so that I struck a nerve inside Bills Mafia. Struck a chord, and they're still going on and on inside that video context of the replies. But me, I move on because I don't waste my time anymore on teams that suck as much as the Bills do. And New York Giants fans, in that video, I gave a compliment to you guys. And I said, the Bills suck more than the Giants and the Jets. But once again, as I'm on my mission to convert you dissolute fans, New York Giants, your team sucks. Your team sucks. And I will tell you why your team sucks. Many reasons. First of all, listening to the New York media, the New York fans, all they ever say is Eli Manning is an elite quarterback. New York Giant fans, please wake up. Smell the coffee, smell the roses. Eli Manning is not an elite quarterback. Just because you win 2 Super Bowls does not make you an elite quarterback. It does not make you a Hall of Fame quarterback. Speaking on Eli Manning, he always has a profound look on his face. Case in point. He's always lost, and his skill set has diminished drastically. And let's face it, quite honestly, New York Giant fans, you got the shitty brother. You got the short end of the stick. No. You did not get Peyton Manning. You have Eli Manning. And speaking of your franchise, being that Eli Manning is your franchise quarterback, quote unquote, you also have the franchise player probably of all time, Lawrence Taylor, who's a criminal. Your team sucks. And you Giant fans, and I don't understand, you call them the New York Giants, but they haven't been playing in New York for the last 34 years. You claim ownership, like if they're your team, they're New Jersey's team. Your team sucks, and another reason why your team sucks is because you share a stadium with the even more suckier New York Jets. I mean, quite honestly, your team sucks. And you notice. And the bright lights that made the new Meadowlands Arena, the new MetLife Stadium rather, they made a stadium, but they could not figure out the parking situation. How is it that you basically go into a Giant game and you have to walk to the ass end of the state to get to the actual stadium? Your team sucks. And speaking of which, let's just go back to Tom Coughlin. He always looks like he's about ready to take a giant poop. But now you want some hard-hitting facts. And the thing that really bothers me the most is that the term New York Football Giants is really played out. How is it that this team got nicknames like this? Shitty nicknames. Dallas is America's team? ? Bullshit. And the New York Giants have to have football incorporated between New York and the Giants. New York Football Giants. Like anyone would confuse that shitty team for another shitty team. And to be honest with you, Giant fans, that terminology, that nickname football, was probably added after the Cowboys were given America's team, because you Giant fans have a complex with the Cowboys and you cried out of jealousy. Wah, 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 wah. Whined. You suck. Sit on it. You're not anything relevant. Your name is laughable. And speaking about laughable, I mean, the Giants is just quite honestly a ridiculous name. At least the Jets, I think, could claim that they were based off the gang from the West Side Story. And the way Rex Ryan runs the team and his mouth, you think the Jets are some type of, honestly, street gang whom an opposing team could and should legitimately fear. But the Giants are a team name based off of a fairy tale. I've never seen a Giant in my lifetime. I don't know about you. Speaking of which, Big Blue. What a ridiculous nickname. Considering that all the teams out there whose main color scheme is blue, such as the Lions, the Patriots, the Chargers, Denver Broncos, Chicago Bears, Indianapolis Colts, St. Louis Rams, Tennessee Titans, Dallas Cowboys. Should I go on? And with you Giant fans, I will continue. Your team sucks. It's always about revenge. Every time the Giants lose, it's because they absolutely sucked. I feel like I've stepped back into Wild Wild West, so to speak, because these assholes is always about revenge. And the fans eat this up. But if an opposing team fan, beat writer, or, player so much as sniffles something about the Giants, fan and players' reactions fly off the Richter scale. You guys are front runners. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, your team sucks. How's your tight end situation?